of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running football.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Parrish. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Trojans are marching down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC. A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, pass the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Just keep slinging it. Fires to the right. Got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And right down the middle.
14, Vanderbilt, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The run from the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Trojans. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over West Virginia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup for 15. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Gonna look downfield again. The throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Parrish. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown Doors. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
USC 28, Vanderbilt 10.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the single back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Trojans will punt this one away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Gives it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Second down, he'll throw it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Give to the tailback. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Parrish. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Going to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Parrish. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
42. Vanderbilt, 10.
Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
Turning it on! He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd down trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Gets it out fast.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Rides to the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Balls at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Leaves it with the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25. Up of 2.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
He leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space who can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deeks Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Finds... enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Now they're going to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Dead center perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them. Of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well and run the football late.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. And the returner will be dragged down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
To the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Shields. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Timeout, USC.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USC.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Let's go, let's go.
The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.